And we're back for part 3 of this mega session. Where was it? So, don't worry, folks. If you're watching, if you're following up, well, I mean, no, you could put pause, wait, and go do some other stuff. So why am I talking to you about length time, right? You could put things on pause. This is Twitch, right? As I'm gonna remove these, right? As we move forward, at the end of the carousel, not the end of the carousel, at the end of the eating contest, we are going to move into the third hour. So time ticks on, waits for no man, especially when the Fae are involved. So just so you know. But before we move out of the feasting orchard, I believe there was a question to be asked.
First gives a hand to Tavaren. Well played. Give a hand to Ysdred also. Like,
you won fair and square. I mean, you won the entire thing, so.
Of course, because I am clapping his hand. I am Plum.
Yeah, no, I was overestimating my how hungry I was.
I'm always hungry.
Yeah, well, I'm also hungry, but like.
I mean, technically, since everyone was eliminated except Plum and Ysdred is second in that contest.
That is true. That is true.
I don't know if that works that way.
I think if you
didn't get eliminated.
If you abstain, then you still are out. Stopping eating is stopping anyway.
I guess it depends if they count the eliminated or the numbers of cupcake ingested.
It's a number of cupcakes.
You see Plum look up and down, looks at the other. It's like, well, my friends, you have asked the first question to me. What is your true age?
That's not fair.
I've warned you for when we play the game. You can whisper it in my ear if you want.
I can I whisper it in your ear? Good.
And I'll waddle to you. I'll do I wanted to make the joke like a piece, but no. But I waddle and I'll lend you my ear.
And he like looks around, making sure that no one's trying to listen in. And then he goes, 28.
Gives you a little tap on our little bet has been completed, and now let's get our ticket depleted. So, where do we go, my friends?
You rhymed. You should have joined in the gnomish poetry contest.
Well, I played the game, but I'm not ashamed. But at least I rose at fame with this eating game. Thank you.
Are you sure? Are you sure you're not a gnome?
I always answer truthfully when you ask the question, and you know what I am.
Yes, I know.
But don't worry, I have a fan.
He says.
Yeah.
Right.
So, my friends, where do you want to go? You want something relaxing, exhilarating?
I'd really like something with a bit of adrenaline.
So maybe not the gondolas ones, but we can certainly go through Silversong Lake to listen to it.
The swans are sort of close by. What else can you do at the lake?
Silversong is not really.
It's the name of the lake.
Is it?
It's the name of the lake, I think.
Well, you would know Actually, if you're asking the question, I think that maybe somebody just besides you sort of hears you talking, going, "Oh, Silverstone Lake. That's where the Palasha, the mermaid, she's singing. That's where she sings."
Is that thrilling enough for you? Because otherwise, I suggest we go to the mystery mine.
Oh, I would love that. I'm
It
down
has
for
a
that.
dragon.
Well, I agree. Let's go.
Mystery mine it is.
Okay.
Let's go for that.
Are you passing by the gondola? Are you going the way towards the
Oh,
gondolas?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna complete the 8.
Okay.
So do the
Aha! So I still get my event. Haha. Yeah. As you start walking across, you come out of the feasting orchard, take a right, and you continue that movement around the carousel. You come up to, indeed, you can see to your right the Silversong Lake and the people sort of standing in line for the swans. The gondolas are not the swans. The swans are pulling the gondolas, and you can see from a bit afar they basically circle the entire area of the carnival. And you've seen on occasion a few of these swans sort of turn back, sort of, and start chatting with the people in the back, basically. And there seems to be sort of a bit of laughter going about, as in, apparently, these are intelligent swans. By the way, players, am I keeping these blue fraction monstrosities on the screen, or can I just erase them?
the
I mean, they're mostly plums.
Oh.
Yeah, the
No,
blue arrows.
I didn't use the arrows.
No, it's mine.
It's-
Those are mine because I'm trying to.
No. I'm talking about the. Oh,
The lines. Yeah.
Yeah, the lines.
Yeah, It's
Those
me.
are.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
I'll
can
leave them for
erase
now.
but-
I'll leave them. If you when you need when you need them gone, just delete them. Right. So, do I need you anymore? Right. As you sort of come about past the little bridge, again you can kind of see there's a whole series of little stands, including an Almirage toss if you wish. But to your right, you do see that people have been sort of gathering about. There's about 20-30 people in this sort of audience, looking towards the lake. And actually, I am going to change the music. I'm gonna go for something.
Lakey.
Sorry?
Lakey? Something lakey?
No.
I was saying
Actually- Actually, towards the Elven Glade. So mist gathers at the bank of a shimmering lake. Near its center, a mermaid lounges in a giant bowl, singing a glorious, haunting song that captivates spectators on the lakeshore. In response to her singing and to the words, the lake starts to coalesce into magical sculptures that whirl around her as she performs.
What is she singing and what language is she singing it in?
It is a language. I guess this would be. Let's see. Yeah, I guess this would be the form of primordial. She would be singing in Aquan. It is a
Then it's just pretty, but I don't understand what she's saying.
Let's see. Actually. But I will give you a. I do have a handout.
Well,
know, this is Palasha.
Oh wow.
And indeed, she is singing in Aquan. At least there are parts of it that are certainly in Aquan. There are words that, on occasion, for verse that shall revert in a way to common or something like that. But more than her singing and more than her words, what speaks for her are the images around her, and you can see that she's singing about structures underwater or tide-swept beaches and cliff sides with waves crashing across the rocks. You can see that an occasional figure will walk through, sort of look at the cliffs, and then maybe sort of fade away. Others emerging from the waves to dance on the surface of the lake. What she'll do as well is she will, as she rises these columns, these water towers, you'll see fish basically swimming across or jumping from one column to another, one structure to another. There's a moment where this the entire crowd sort of murmurs in awe, and there's that sort of silence. And then, I mean, how do you react, basically, before I get to the next part? Are you more entranced, or are you just waiting to move on?
Anna is probably caught in the music. Like she probably has those little movements where she's swaying with the music, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I think Plum is just closing his eyes and enjoying the music.
Ysdred is probably enjoying the dance in the water.
I think Tavaren is standing very close behind Anna and sort of looking at the fishes.
As they move about, you can see them. They're now sort of part of the act, right? As in the glinting sort of silver scales of these fish, which seem to be there's so much part of the display of this control water spell, in a sense, that they almost seem to be unreal. There is no way for you to believe that they would not be part of this enchantment. But I think that at one of the moments where you see Palasha sort of almost, as she's moving around in this bowl, the bowl vibrating and pushing up this song, as she turns up, and then there's a moment where in expectation, the crowd sort of gasps as she lifts herself at the edge of the bowl and rings an incredibly high note. You hear somebody in the crowd saying, "Take it off!"
Take what?
Take it off, I guess.
There's
I'm
a moment
gonna look for that person.
as you turn around. First of all, Pasha, there's just very professional. There's just a hint of a delay, but as she continues, Plum, you try to look about. You can't really see. I mean, your height is a disadvantage as you hear, as you're trying to look for who made a sound of the cry. Then you hear coming from somewhere else, going, "I've heard better." in another
Okay,
void.
who's the asshole?
As you start looking around, you start trying to make me a perception check, all of you.
You know what? I'll do that with disadvantage because I'm
Okay.
I'm little. That is fair. I'm gonna do that.
Oh, actually, I do have dice rolls now.
That
So
is a 20 on Anna's part.
Okay, Plum, that's a 5.
Hey,
Ysdred,
logic.
Ysdred, I'm wondering, what makes you... What's distracting you?
She's probably looking instinctively for the face of a dwarf. Most of
Okay.
And I'm just small.
Right. I think that, let's see. Ysdred, you're looking for a face that you've already seen, right? That dwarven figure.
Yeah.
I think, and Plum, as you're trying to look through underneath it, it's kind of hard as people are huddled up. But Anna, I think you're the one who spots it. Not necessarily because you're particularly perceptive. I think because the person almost runs into you. Right? As trying to... And you can see this young girl, tiefling, maybe 7 or 8 years old, and there's a moment she passes right in front of you and cries out another heckle, but with a man's voice.
Can I try and catch her?
I would actually make me an athletics check. So to make me a grapple check.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go to swing to the person, but I think you're jostled by other people there, right? As this this child sort of slinks back, and again, you can kind of see as well. She's wearing sort of a sort of off royal blue, sort of faded royal blue dress, and again, sort of comes and is clear.
Oh, however, I try to catch her and I can't. But in the same movements, when she escapes me, before she gets too far, I am going to on her back. Because with prestidigitation, I can make a color, a small mark, or a symbol appear on an object or a surface for 1 hour.
Okay.
I am going to mark her with a T in the middle of her back for troublemaker.
I like it. Okay, that's something it's something you can do it. You don't need to touch, right?
No, it's 10 feet.
It's 10 feet. Okay, yeah, I like that. I really like that. So once marked, you're gonna have fun with hex. As the heckler sort of disappears into the crowd, and even having seen her, as you sort of move about, you're pretty sure that the figure's gone. As in, even though you've marked them, you're not exactly sure what silhouette to look for anymore. And so, yeah, you've lost. But you would be able to maybe recognize that T further down. However, back on the lake, you can see that you can see that Pasha the song has stopped. The water has sort of crashed down. She is holding her hands to her eyes and covering her mouth, and in one sort of swift movement jumps over the bowl into the lake and disappears into the waters.
Yeah, I'll clap. Also.
There is no you may clap, but I'm not going to have you roll for insight here, as you're pretty sure that was not part of the show. She ran, basically. Yeah, she heads downriver. Now, this does mean that the carnival's mood goes down by 1.
Ooh.
We need to find the tea in all of this.
The crowd seems a bit shocked, in a sense. At first, they're thinking that this is part of the show, that she'll come back. And so they wait 4-5 minutes. And I think that's the moment where people are wondering what's going on, decide to move on to other attractions where you, Tavaren, feel the mood, sort of come back to that neutral state as it was when you arrived. But I guess you move on.
I mean,
It's
and I'm assuming that we can't see where the mermaid went. Like
She went downriver, so she went
that can be
this way.
2 directions.
That would be follow the swans basically. She went down the wave towards the feasting orchard.
To the right.
To the right, yes.
yeah, okay. I'll whisper to. I'll ask Plum if he's seen, because I mean I've seen her. I've tried to catch her, but I don't know if any of my companions have seen me attempting to mark the troublemaker.
I may have, I guess. I don't know.
I got to be honest, Anna.
My
bit
perception
small.
roll was pretty good.
But maybe you want to tell your friends in the Witchlight, in the Carnaval, that their troublemaker, the one that's causing all the issues, is marked. I marked a T on the back of their cloak.
If we want to go to the correct person, that would be Burley. If we share this information, he would spread it very quickly.
It's gonna last an hour, so we might as well go immediately.
If I remember well, there is the staff area is behind Big Top, I think.
Yep.
I remember the map well.
Yes.
DM above table. Burley, where is he normally? At the staff area or?
Most likely, yeah.
Well, and after we talk with Burley, how about some face paints? And he gives a little smile to everyone. So at least you can meet someone from my family.
Do we want to do the big top immediately, or do we want to wait for the extravaganza?
Let's
Because-
wait for the extravaganza.
Because Ysdred wanted something fun and energetic, and we were going
Why
to the
we were
mine.
going-
We
to the
can
mine.
make a detour for.
We can
the
make a little
staff
stop
area.
so we can warn Burley above. Because very good thinking, Anna.
Yeah,
Very
we're
quick
passing
on.
by the big top, yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
Very good thinking of you, Anna. I'm impressed.
Thank you.
But I propose we go to Burley. We get some face paint so you cannot see if I'm screaming or scared while we're in the attraction, and then we go have fun. That's why I like the carousel. It's nice and calm and not so fast. But for you,
Yeah.
Tavaren, I'll go with you in the.
Me? No,
Yes.
I wouldn't. I'm just suggesting that if If Ysdred wants to do something exciting, let's go to the mine.
Then I shall do it for everyone. For I am Plum.
Let's go to the big top and quickly then. That way we can still squeeze in the mines before the extravaganza.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll go to the big top, and I'm gonna ask for Burley, because to share the information about the troublemaker.
Okay, so you guys head down. Maybe what are you sort of running?
I mean,
Bit of
if we're at Silversong Lake, it's not that far, so I guess
No,
yeah,
it is not.
we're quick walk to there.
Okay.
Not even we can go behind Big Top directly.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. Problem is we're not Witchland hands. So...
Right.
No.
Actually, you would know this, Plum. As in the staff area, you can actually see it on the image, which the staff area is closed off by a multi-foot thick. I think it's. Let's see. Here we go.
Hedge?
Yeah, a hedge, but a thorn of thorns, basically. Yeah. Here we go.
Makes sense. They don't want anyone to.
Right, so a
stumble
20-foot
in there.
high, 5-foot thick wall of thorns, basically, that encompasses the entire staff area. You know, of course, that this is not a problem for any staff member, as they would just have to walk up to the wall and the thorns just open up for them. But Plum, it's been a while since you've been... So, it might be... Yeah, it might be a good thing to maybe see if the big top you know anyone.
Well, I think it's best to ask for my sister. Then she's gonna get our dear Burley, and then we can share the information, and then we go to the mines, and then we go to the big top extravaganza. Is that good for everyone?
Perfect.
Ah, good. And we'll waddle off to big top.
Okay. Yeah, as you head up to the big top, actually, I need somebody to roll a die for me to kind of see what's going on inside.
Do you need high or low?
I don't know. I don't even know which. Big top. Here we go. Yes. Could somebody roll me a D8? All right, of course.
Let's go.
Okay.
Who's doing it?
Oh, good.
Okay, Tavaren
Five.
with the
A
5.
5.
Oh, this is fun. Okay. Oh, actually, this is perfect. This is perfect. As you walk into the big top, there's immediately here again. Despite being very near, the Calliope music disappears for that one of sort of a big band in a sense, where it's a high musical with sort of very rapid beat, and the circus as you're watching. As you sort of come in, there's a detonation, and you can see just above the bleachers, you can see a small projectile leaving behind them a glittering trail, sort of waft into the rafters at the top of the big top, and then fall in with a loop, and then just series of falling rounds as you realize, and then a second detonation where another one of these sort of comets sort of fly up in multicolored trails behind them. And you start realizing that all of these are fey, basically. As they move about, leaving behind them streamers of colored lights. And Plum, you actually do recognize one of these missiles being this was actually the act that your family had for quite a number of years. your father being the biggest, the star of this particular act. As these, a troop of 8 clowns launching themselves from a magic cannon.
He's gonna look a bit. Can someone help me? And I cannot see a bit above the public.
I'll just give you quickly the description of the big top as written here. The roof of this tent reaches towards the night sky in 3 swooping peaks, topped with spinning gold stars. Painted wooden panels on the tent walls whirl with colorful motion, displaying vibrant circus performances. The sound of music and laughter drifting out through the canvas door. There is no entry fee here. You can just walk in and set yourselves on the bleachers to watch whatever show might be going on. By the way, on the side panels, 8 different acts, 4 on each side of the door. The first one, you see it looks like a djinn, but with a sort of having a looking upon a miniature version of the big top and little sort of lights coming out of it. The second is you can see riders on what seems to be giant weasels, as almost like jockeys, basically, sort of or hanging on chariot. No, I think this would be chariots. So you see these Roman-style gladiator-clad pixies, basically whipping these chariots pulled by weasels. Another one where you see a satyr sort of situated on in a throne of vines, strumming a lute. You have again, like I said, these 8 acrobats, clowns, sort of all holding shoulder to shoulder in this perspective with a giant cannon at the bottom. A tiefling pushing multicolored fire into the air with, again, these streams of fireballs sort of moving about him. A goblin sort of with a clever little smile, juggling sort of in an arc around him, objects that are completely miscellaneous, as in you've got cups, you've got knives, you've got stones, you've got whatever sort of small object. And finally, the last one is, and this one you can see that the painting is relatively new compared to the others, and you can see a young woman in a sort of ballerina dress, inviting someone, seemingly coming out of a cupboard, and sort of inviting to dance. Right, but you have come in at the 5th hour, or at least the 5th act, which is these 8 clowns. The act is going to last for maybe a few moments. So, what do you do in the meantime?
Plum, should we try and look for your sister?
And I point to one fairy passing by. Well, that's her. I think we need to wait.
Yeah. As I think there's a moment where, as you're looking to that sort of green streak that you know to be your sister, as she's moving about, now the whole act is sort of turned where they're zooming just across the public's head, and
I think I'm gonna scream her name like in pure hype. Like, yeah.
Okay.
Don't distract her.
Make me a charisma.
I didn't see my
roll.
sister for 8 years, so charisma roll. Ooh, and that's like
Your choice. If you have it's either if you have any proficiency in any charisma skill, you may use it.
Yeah. I have a performance of intimidation. I have proficiency.
You tell me which one you want to use.
Yeah, I think it's a performance. Like,
Okay.
he's gonna try to bolster himself to attract the attention. Mighty Tellison of the dice, give me a good roll, please.
That's not bad at all. Not bad at all.
Whew. Whew.
Yeah, I think with the 16, I'm gonna make her. I'm gonna have her make her a saving throw. Ooh, that's not good.
No, don't fall, don't fall.
I think that now let's see for yeah, okay. I think that what happens is the green streak sort of passes you by. You yell. It almost does a double take, which turns into a loop, which almost manages to hit the blue streak that was coming in at another angle, but they sort of swirl and it becomes this like a swirl of multicolored stars and going and as they come to the close, catching them up, they move to the center, where they all take a bow. And as they rise up into the air, I think that you directly see your sister point to you. Sort of a bit like, "Oh, I recognize you. You're fun," etc. And goes and just points to you, and then they again they swirl and then they retreat towards the back door of the big top. At which point, you actually do see a. I think this would be. Let's see, what kind of. Which lineage have I not used? No, I think a tiefling. You see the tiefling come out. They are wearing a top hat, but it is affixed to one of the horns. Sort of as a fixture to the side, and again, it is basically announcing and a round of applause for the amazing 8. We have hope that you have been enjoyed, and they will be back later on this evening, most likely around the extravaganza. You do not want to miss at midnight our massive event. Coming up now, you've seen her maybe once or twice this week. A new addition to our troupe. And sort of starts arranging the next act, which is the Elven Ballerina. What do you want to do for...
Actually,
Yeah, go on.
Anna is kind of intrigued by the ballerina act, but we've got shit to do, so she'll say... if we can come back later to watch her, I'd appreciate that. But right now we have something
Yes, of course.
to do. Okay, let's go.
And I'll go where there's like before you need to go to the backstage. I'll ask politely to a Witchland one of the workers, looks very politely, hi, can I see my sister Poppy, please?
There's a sort of I keep using burly, but I have to stop using that word. There is there's one of the security, right? An orc or an orc woman, about 2 meters tall, and about half that to the side. I go, sorry, darling. Only authorized personnel in the back.
She's my sister. Can you at least call her?
She sort of
Please?
leans down and goes, do you know how many... Jermaine, it's fine. He's my brother. Is it... Bobby, this one? You mean this one's Plum? Yes, Jermaine. Let him in. And I guess the other 3, you're with him as well?
Actually, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, let them in. But stay around. I don't know if I might actually need you, just to make sure they don't get back in. Come on. Jermaine sort of opens large, and you can sort of slip in through the canvas into the back.
Thank you, Jermaine. Gives a very big smile.
Thank you, Jermaine.
She sort of grunts in your position, and sort of closes in and sort of sets herself back into the position. Behind the scenes, I might actually have, yeah. The backstage area is a smaller circular tent adjoining the big top. You can have. Oh, actually, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so you come into the dressing room where you can see the Amazing Eight sort of taking off the makeup, and there's maybe a sort of bit of surprise as you notice that Plum. You notice that there are all of them are fairies, all of them are fae, but of your family you only see one, which is Poppy. And she said, and Poppy is, as soon as you're away from that, basically turns, and there's a wing-powered rush as she grabs you, tackles you, hugs you, and starts sobbing, all in the same second. Where were you?
Starts to stop also.
We thought you might have been here on the Prime. I was hoping to, but what happened? Why did you go? We needed you. There's this babbling going backwards and forwards in sort of increasing speed, where Plum, this is how you communicate, right? You were coming back to that speed. You've been in these primes, they're so slow in their language. You've gotten used to it. It's almost a relief to come up to, the same way. Why are you here now? Where were you? Tell me everything.
And I start to dish. I start to explain everything from. I look at the other ones first.
Don't worry about them. They're rumor mongers anyway. Hey, wait, no, that's not. Yeah, that is true.
You know what happened after the last show of
Yeah, I do. I mean, I was there, right? I mean, we picked up the pieces, and we barely had picked up the pieces that we realized that you were gone.
You know how Father has did his last show because he was sick.
Yeah, but he got better.
And he turns around, and he shows clearly, he shows his back without saying words.
I love the fact that somebody just drew that on the map at the moment where you mentioned your scars. That it was an amazing coincidence. No. Don't be. That was amazing.
That's cool. To take the words of one of the workers here, I made a bad deal, an unwilling deal.
No, not you two.
And you see my eyes dart to the three other people, same time sometimes. Well, and he starts to sob a bit. It was the wooden doll, the wound-up doll.
Look, it doesn't matter now, okay? What's important is that you're here.
You're breaking off.
Am I?
Yeah, you're breaking off.
Okay.
No,
Let's
you're
see.
not.
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Not for me.
Woo.
I'm with my friends here, and I think that we are trying to get what we lost back.
Oh.
Now,
Oh.
first of all,
Oh. You're questing? Are you an adventurer?
you give him like you see that he becomes a bit normal. It's like, well, I can present you to Lady Anna Thunderstaff, to the great Tavaren, and to Ysdred, also from the Fae. And yes, we are on. And looks a bit to the three others, like on the quest. Yes.
It is a
Yeah.
quest, yes.
Definitely a quest.
Absolutely a quest.
Tavaren, what's your charisma score?
10.
10, but that's mostly because you're awkward, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we see
he's
everybody's
he's
portraits.
Pretty boy.
Yeah, you guys. I definitely think that the other 7, regardless of gender, start sort of flying around the four of you. Well, 3 of you because one's occupied, and you don't flirt with with family's family. Let's put it that way.
That might
It's-
also be because of the background.
Oh, right. Of course. Yes, there is that thing where I think, yeah, you kind of see the Fae's attention maybe turn towards Tavaren. Ysdred, you're definitely throwing a vibe, which some of them are into, others are really not. And they don't necessarily know why. But they do understand. Well, I mean, Ysdred, you sort of have a glamour in the Prime, right? Or do you just walk around with your head floating above your shoulders?
She probably forgot about it. Like, she kept it at the beginning, but she probably forgot about that.
Yeah. Okay. So there's definitely a moment where a bit of not a bit of a panic, but a bit of unease. It's like. I mean, it's the same impression when you have a police officer walk into your home unannounced and you're going, I should trust them. I don't know if I should. Is it? That's not normal, right? There's a moment where there's sort of a bit backing out. You might notice 1 or 2 of them sort of hide something sort of underneath the desk or sort of hide into a drawer. It's like, oh shit, the fuzz. That kind of thing. But yeah, it's definitely a moment of and yes, definitely a few of them running around Tavaren going, huh, hey, so what you doing backstage? That kind of thing.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, it's like, oh, you want to run away with the circus, big boy? I mean, considering that the Fae that said that is about 70 centimeters tall, big boy is the least of what you could call you.
And while everything is happening, I'm also explaining that there is a troublemaker for the moment, and that we would like to share with Burley the information. And I say, yes, but because Anna has marked the troublemaker that has been causing a bit of a ruckus, and wanted to share with Burley the information to maybe find the person.
There's a bit of maybe surprise in your sister's eyes. Oh, right. You're here. Okay.
But
Yeah.
After that, I want to take time with you. We talk everything, and I'll talk what
Okay.
I've done for you. Okay?
Right. Yeah, sure. I'll go get Burley. And she sort of speeds off. There's a bit of awkward silence as
Anna's gonna take over at
Okay.
that point and look at the others and say, "So we're gonna inform Burley, but it was Poppy, right?
Poppy.
Poppy.
Yeah.
Poppy. Poppy said you like a good gossip.
Immediately, anyone who had any attention to anybody else is now turned to you.
If you see a small tiefling with a blue coat, and on that blue on the back of that blue coat is marked a glowing T. The T stands for troublemaker.
Oh, there's a sort of oh. There's a bit of sort of rumor again. That very fast patterned talk.
Yeah.
And when one of them, this was the one who was in blue, goes, yeah, but were they wearing wings on the coat?
They weren't.
They were.
They were? Okay.
Yes. If I'd forgotten to mention that.
Okay. Yes, they were wearing wings, but they are
Okay.
also...
Well, I mean, at that point, it's just a troublemaker. We thought you'd come up against something,
Oh, someone who didn't.
Well, yeah, we're not really supposed to talk about and again, you sort of get it. You can see there's a couple
I
of
guess
elbows.
that's the point where Ysdred starts squinting, because until now, and she's like, "What do you mean?"
Hey, nothing. No, he didn't mean
No,
nothing.
no,
He
it's not nothing.
Yeah, but Burley might just walk in, and we're not supposed to talk about him.
Yeah.
Anyways,
What I'm hearing is that you have a troublemaker that you can't lay your hands on, and it's making a whole lot of trouble.
Well, 3 actually. And there's another sort of elbow to the this one to the green one who just spoke. She should know. I mean, that's who she is, right? You don't know that. And again, you have the 8 sort of forced smiles in your direction.
Well, obviously, if you know who I am, you know that I am a peacekeeper. Peace.
Feel free
Balance keeper.
Feel free to roll either persuasion or intimidation at your wish, but you will be doing so with advantage.
That's the moment when she becomes serious and she's less of a girl and more of what
Yeah.
she is. So it's
Yeah.
more intimidation.
Go ahead.
My fucking rolls. So bad.
Yeah, I think that despite maybe it's because they sense that you're not fully realized, maybe, or that it's a you got a badge, but you're just an intern. That maybe that kind of thing, or it's just the fact that in carnies, among carnies, when there's a secret that's kept, right? Snitches makes stitches. That doesn't make sense. Sew stitches because they have to do the tens. Maybe, and there's something in there. I don't know. Moving on. As you, but yeah, they're not necessarily talking. They're not talking. And actually, you know what? Maybe they're just about to talk, but that's when Burley comes in. So it's less about you being intimidating or not being intimidated, rather than, oh, there's actually a superior coming in, and that's when you shut up. You would like this, actually, Ysdred, as you see a hairy sort of hand pass through the canvas, move it to the side. But the first thing that you actually see is a pumpkin coming through the flap. Then a wearing sort of suspender and thick, heavy shoulders. You see a huge hobgoblin. Here we go. For Burley.
Wearing like pretty.
Oh, perfect! I love it. Protected.
Actually, you do notice that he is not wearing wings, but that is because he's backstage. What's all this then? Oh! Plum, my dear friend, come here! And sort of, he has sort of these long arms which just grab you and just bring him in to hug. You notice that he's got sort of very large side pockets that are misshapen with the books that are sort of stuffed inside. This guy, to be, before he was the foreman of the whole thing, he used to be an act. And that was a strong man, basically. And now he's hugging you to the point where you start feeling your back crack.
Oh, nice.
I have my friends who need to say something to you.
He lets you go, but you're about you're sort of at his shoulder height, right? And he opens it up. He doesn't put you to the ground because he's fully expecting you to float.
I fall.
You fall. You fall up you fall on your ass. Oh, sorry. Wasn't expecting you to. And sort of leans down to grab you and put you up. Sort of starts dusting the back of you. Good to see you. Good to see you. We thought we'd lost you ages ago. Guess this is where you went, huh?
I have my friends here who have some information to share because we are on and looks again for confirmation on a quest.
Yes.
Oh.
Quest.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Sort of he turns towards the to the other seven hub, and again lining up like a Hanna-Barbera cartoon, just very close together with the huge smiles going, we're not here but we're still listening. Burley goes, you finish the makeup and go. You have your duties. Yeah, Burley. Yeah, sure. Thanks, Burley. Poof.
Is Poppy still there?
Poppy's still there.
After this conversation, I have a little gift for you, Poppy. I
Okay.
made something for you while I was in the Prime.
Okay.
Because I missed you very.
Burley, can I say? Burley goes, yes, Poppy, you can stay.
I go next to Poppy, and it's like the little brother with the sister like ticking, and just too happy to see his sister again, so he's staying a bit next to Poppy also.
I have things to do, so if you have matter that is urgent.
Anna will salute him with a bow, not with a bow, but with a head incline, and say, so it's been twice now that we've had attractions being disturbed by someone making trouble. First was at Dragonfly, right? Where we had to rescue a poor dwarf that was up in the sky without proper security.
Heard
And
about
the
thank you, by the way. If that was you, that helped a lot, yeah. That helped a lot.
And the second one was just earlier, right now, at Silversong Lake, where the poor mermaid was unable to finish her song because of someone making trouble. I've managed to mark the person making trouble, but the mark is only gonna last an hour, so maybe if you have a team that could look for them, you could put an end to that trouble.
I think I know who you're talking about, and
They're a young tiefling.
no.
Well, that's...
But they've, according to what, was it Storm? No, who's it? The young tree. I keep forgetting his name.
Northwind.
Northwind.
Yeah, but Northwind sent that. It was a dwarf, but look, this troublemaker that we know we know who they are. They're a Kenku. Name is Kettle Stream. They've been doing a bit of troublemaking here and there, but the bosses say that we're not to do anything about it.
That's a weird way to approach someone who disrupts performers and puts lives of people in danger, but I guess your boss knows best. Anyways.
Wait, one moment. The dwarf, had he fallen, he would have been fine. We have ways of making sure that everybody is safe. Now the boss, look, it goes to the Plum and said, look, you know them. Things have been strange the past year or so. Troublemakers coming in. We do our best, but when we're told to leave them alone, we leave them alone. But that's us, I guess. So if you look,
What does the Kinko have against you?
I don't know. But I know that it's in. When we told the bosses knew who the person was and said, "Don't worry." So we don't worry. But I agree, this is coming a bit difficult now. So if you marked him, right?
Yes.
So you can find them.
Potentially, if I see the place where I put the mark, yes.
Good. So we have orders to let that happen. But you can find him, right?
I mean,
We could, potentially.
Good. Then you do that.
don't you have bigger worries?
What do you
Bigger
mean?
problems?
Look, you're trying. I don't know if you're fishing here, but what have you heard?
That you have other problems. Bigger problems? Big problems you don't want to speak about.
Lady, this is a circus. There are
No.
always problems, from people not getting along to people not getting paid to the occasional runaway that we have to deal with and train, and after that, explain years later to the parents why all of a sudden the heir to their fortune is now a clown. Happened to me last week, so you're gonna have to be a bit more precise.
Problems that would interest someone like me.
You know what? I'll bite. I have no idea. Could you at least tell me who told you something and what it was? Because I need to narrow things down.
I don't want to throw anyone under the bus.
Right. Okay.
What's a bus?
It's a big carriage, bright and yellow.
It's one of the way we have at my mother's.
Yeah, the bus is actually a mythical fae creature, very wide, looks
Yeah.
like a cat, and just runs across the fields.
And surprisingly very stable.
Yeah, and with windows too.
Yeah.
Well, you have your opportunity there. If you're not interested, keep them. I'm not pushing. We have our own business to attend to.
Sure. Look, but I will say this. Plum, are you talking troublemakers? Can't say much, but I'll say this. Don't trust anyone that doesn't have the wings.
Gives the nod.
Especially these days. Okay? You see somebody without the wings, you ignore them. You walk away. Right? And you call a witch hand. And they will make sure that nobody goes in their path. Okay?
And
Gives the
why
nod.
would a trespasser be dangerous?
Because they're a trespasser.
I mean, children getting in are not trouble, and if you want to do mayhem, you can do so by buying a ticket. So this is a bit weird, but once again,
Bosses won't talk about it. I can't talk about it.
yeah, apparently, and that's what I was talking about. But like I said, keep your secrets.
Make me a What kind of check would this be? Make me an Arcana check,
Oof, God.
or any intelligence check. Arcana. Okay, nice, 14. I think that there is especially when you're dealing with Fae, when somebody says they won't or they can't, it has a very significant meaning for the Fae. As in, sometimes when they say, oh, I can't talk about it, it's not that they don't want to, it's that they can physically can't.
Alright, not pushing anymore.
Yeah, and I thank you for it. Right. Find the troublemaker, convincing them to head out and oh, and yeah. Ask them what happened to let's see. Sorry. And ask them to what happened to Candlefoot's voice, huh? While you're at it.
Candlefoots?
Yeah. He's a mime at situated at the. I think he's at the Hall of Illusions today. Lost his voice. Well, got it stolen. Pretty sure that Kenku. Disruptive. Yeah, it's too bad too. Look,
Alright.
I've got other things need to handle, and you can't stay backstage too long either. So, Poppy, why don't you escort them out, huh? Make sure that that they get back safely to the thoroughfare. She nods.
While we're walking back, I'll get in my bag, and this is completely improvised because DM inspired me a bit.
Wow.
I'm gonna give a little ball, a mechanical ball to her, and I'm gonna get like, if I ever met you again, or members of my family, I made you something to you. I was working in the Temple of Gaunt, and this is a little. Well, Tobias helped me a lot with making this.
Who's Tobias?
He's a friend of mine. I really miss you. And I put the little egg-shaped. You need to push your fingers here and here.
She does so.
Clicks open, and you actually see a little mechanical puppy who is actually turning around, taking a bow. And you see actually one of the old songs from the spectacles that we did with the family. And you see actually she's turning around, taking a bow, turning around, taking a bow. And in the end, she turns her two hands, makes a very deep bow. And you hear in the voice of Plum, even if family is very far away, the heart is always with family. The darker the night, the brighter the star.
Actually, yeah, that ending just the music was just right there. There's I think she closes it up, as in sort of she closes it up, rewinding the whole mechanism inside, of course. And so I think tears in her eyes sort of just rushes you. But this time I think your feet leave the floor.
Yeah.
Twitch, the other three of you notice, you hear there's a grunt, basically, sort of. And you can see from the sort of from the other side of let's see, is he? Yeah, you can see sort of a I mean, let's call him what he is. You see a fat human, elder, sort of a bit elderly in his ears, in this sort of bright teal and purple and gold get up, and he's smoking a pipe that is emitting sort of bubbles. Actually, you know what? I'll give you the. Here we go. Say hello to Thaco the Clown. Plum, you've known him. He's been in the circus for maybe 2 decades.
How hard is he to hit?
It's not a question about hitting him. It's just a question that, his best mood is when he's in the negative, right?
Yes.
He's at his best when he's negative. This is a very much a depressed human dressed as a depressed fairy right here. Kids, if you don't get the joke, look up your 3rd edition. 2nd edition.
Second edition. Sorry, we're old, man.
Yeah. He's no longer in his prime. There's a lot of jokes to be made about that. Yeah. He basically said, hey, get out. Okay. You would know, Plum, he is very much the fact that he's come so far out usually means that he knows there's something going on. He's very much the guard for the interior of the behind the scenes, the staff area, right? He's such a downer that he's no longer really allowed to go out and mingle because the carnival mood just goes down. Because like I said, for him, what's best is negative, right? So
Yep, of course.
Yeah, definitely somebody, when the mood gets too high, too rally, they just send him out and things just calm down. A bit of a downer. So you are ushered outwards into the side of the big top. What do you want to do?
I give one last hug to sister. It's like, I'll be back. But now we need.
Yeah, you will. By the way, you coming? You staying with us, right? You leaving with you leaving with us on the next tour?
Yeah. Gives a serious nod. Yeah.
Good. So when we get to Critton, we can meet up with Mom and the others, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'll hold you to that. Promise is promise made.
I give my pinky finger.
Yeah. Pinky figure, last hug, and she's okay. I need to go. I'm late for my shift. Yeah. See ya. And poof, sort of leaves in a sort of shit, my sparkler, and she just goes back into the backstage, as she had been leaving sparks around the. So.
Looks at everyone.
You just gave yourself a deadline.
I can arrange things, but first I promise to help everyone, and then, well, now you know a bit of my story, of course.
A deal gone wrong.
Gives a nod.
All right, let's go for the mines.
Yay! Finally.
And
Yeah.
keep an eye out for a blue coat with a T marked on it.
Gives a nod. Oh.
Okay.
And let's go to the mines.
Right. As you walk by, so you keep going south. Do you want to? Do you want in the meantime to go to to do the Almirage toss, or you want to go straight for the mine?
If we pass by an Almirage stop, an Almirage stand, I'll ask if I can quickly have fun at the Almirage stand.
Okay.
We promised.
Okay. Yeah, I think there's one just right here, just before the Hall of Illusions.
Yeah.
I want to do that too.
Okay.
Yes. Cool.
The Hall of Illusions, but
Oh.
I can show you up for the Almirage.
As you wish. I mean, I'm gonna try it.
I'm not a thrower, but
I mean,
Show me.
I'm not bad at throwing. I'm usually better with the sling, but I do have a good arm normally. Let's have a look. Let's see.
all right.
Okay. The stand is one of the smaller ones. It's basically a inclined wooden base on which you have, if I'm not mistaken, you. Actually, I'll put it back here again, just to show you all. Where is it? Oh, right.
Yep.
There's a halfling again with the wings and wearing, not only wearing the wing, but they are wearing this as part of a sort of a hairband, this brightly silver and purple unicorn horn on their head, basically. And they're going, "This Almirage is no mirage. Adorn its horn with 2 or 3 rings, then win a prize. Come on, people, step right up. test your luck, test your skill, show this bunny what you can do.
Hello.
Hello, young lady. You want to go for a toss?
Let's try it.
Okay. Well, it's 1 punch for 3 throws.
Let's start with 1 try. Well, with 3 toes, but 1 punch.
1 punch it is. And anyone else want to go have it? Make it a competitive sport. Sorry, I couldn't see if anybody waved. I couldn't see it. I was looking at it on the screen. No?
I'm not gonna let her go alone. Do you want company? Yes or no?
Company is welcome, but do as you feel. I mean, I'll have fun.
My question is,
Either way.
do you want company?
Come, try with me.
Alright.
Of course, like, punch to your card as well, and get going. And I think there's a the hand sort of taps twice onto the base, the shelf basically, and immediately the Almirage sort of blinks out of a position and blinks and reappears right sort of at another place, and then blinks again, and then blinks again, and then blinks again.
Yeah, so the Almirage is moving around.
Oh, definitely moving around, teleporting from one place in this sort of puff
It's a
of purple
mirage?
mist. Ah,
It's
the
a Wacom
Almirage is
mirage?
no mirage. It's not a mirage, but you know. So
No, but guacamole and
yes, yeah,
a
absolutely, absolutely. So let's see at the mechanics. Participant gets 3 rings. Tossing a ring of requires a dexterity check. 2 successes earn 1 roll on the carnival prizes. 3 successes earns 2. The DC is 17.
Dang!
Wow.
So
Let's
if you
go.
want to boost up, it might be the opportunity to do so.
Yeah, I think I'm going to guide myself.
Okay. As you hype
Have
yourself.
a...
Okay, guidance, right?
Yeah.
So, let's go for your 3 throws.
Is it any dexterity check or is it acrobatics or how do we? Or
let-
is it just straight on dexterity?
I believe it's just straight on dexterity. Let me just check. Yes, it is straight dexterity.
Okay. Let's have some throws. Come on. Yeah.
First one is a miss. As you throw it, the throw is accurate. Just the creature just boop just to the side.
Yeah.
Second throw.
Anna will take a moment and just look at the pattern of the Almirage blinking around, trying to understand how it moves around.
Okay.
Just for not very long. She's not like blocking the thing, but she's just concentrating, looking at the Almirage blinking around, and then throwing a second time. Let's go. That's not gonna make it either.
Nope. Ah, so close. This was not close. This was you basically going, oh, moving pattern, throw here, and it just moved to the other side of the board.
Yeah. And third one. Yeah, no, my dice hate me tonight.
No, but with that D4, you might actually make it.
Yeah, but 1 success is not gonna change anything. I'm gonna throw the D4, but 1 success is not gonna change anything.
Ah,
No,
just-
that's a 2. So that's a
that's
14.
Yeah. So again, as you're thinking about, it, you throw it, bloop, it just blinks out of the way. Oh, so sorry that you didn't get. No worries. Better luck next time. Hmm?
Maybe.
How about you, mistress? You wanted to have a go as well?
Well, let's go.
Okay. Set them up. they sort of gather up the rings, hand them back to you. Free
It's not a
throws.
real mirage, right?
Oh no! No, we're not for animal cruelty. Besides, Almirage, here, you know how fast they reproduce? Ha! We wouldn't be able to hear the half of it. No. It's better this way. Wooden puppet. No more.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I'm looking at you, audience. If somebody wants to make me this wooden figure, I want it on my shelf. I find it too cute. Okay, go ahead.
So it's dexterity? It's,
Just pure dexterity, yeah. Unless, I guess, if you... Wow, I was about to say, that's...
That's a save though, but okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah, nice.
I mean,
So-
even with a straight...
yeah.
Yeah, 19 would be enough anyways. Okay.
Yeah.
Second throw. Sorry. Let's describe the first throw. As the first throw, you throw it. I think there's a moment where you hit the Almirage right across the horn. It slips in, and it teleports the same. It teleports just as it got hit. And there's a temptation from the hand to go, oh, it's not. No, you got that one. You got that one. It does that sometimes. Don't worry about it. That's one on the board for you, mistress. Please go again.
Okay, cool.
Show him who's boss. That's a second throw. And again,
Nice.
as you're looking for the pattern of that purple smoke appearing, and you just throw it and it's there.
Come on, go for a third.
Third one.
You
Nah,
get guide. You get.
Oh,
you
I-
distracted me. Come on.
Ah, that is too bad. But hey, you still get a prize. They reach behind the counter, and again, there's this same sort of maybe standardized kind of wooden box. Roll me a d8, please.
Yep.
Five.
Five.
Oh, that's a good one. I don't know what it is, but it's a good one.
That's what it is.
Don't throw at me the coin again, and we'll be good.
The what?
The coin.
Oh, the coin.
Golden coin.
No, actually, what is handed to you in the box is a fairly it looks fairly real, but it's a unicorn horn. Except for there is a wooden plug at the end, and you can hear something rattle inside.
Oh, what
And-
is that?
Something of a sweet tooth.
Candies?
As you open the cork and you look inside, yes, you have little butterfly shaped candies.
Yo.
I think Tavaren goes. Mind the unicorn horn, for within it lies delivery.
And she's like, points it at you, mind the unicorn. And she's playing like a bit of stabby with you, like,
Hey!
are you gonna dodge it?
No roughhousing, okay?
There's a cork on the
Well-
end of it.
Yeah, the cork is on the head side of it, right? Rather than the pointy end.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
even more fun.
I know. I mean, it looks fairly. It looks.
It's a bit stabby still.
Well, it's rounded, right? They give this to kids, so they're not going to have. It's not something with a pointy end. But It's made of some kind of maybe resin or something like a sort of sculpted resin of some sort. It would look fairly looks fairly realistic. Maybe molded from a real unicorn swarm. But in art terms, it looks like plastic, but it's good plastic.
She'll probably pop a candy to see what kind of candy it is.
They're I think that these would definitely be sort of so the hard translucent kind of candies. There's a bit there's just a little bit of powdered sugar added to them so that they don't clump and stick together. But this is definitely some of the what we would call hard candy.
Does someone want some?
I think the moment where you pop one in, there's definitely I think it's a violet, maybe candy, so that taste sort of takes over the mouth, sort of a refreshing, very light taste.
It's pretty good. Someone? No?
Anna, you're gonna refuse
Okay.
that?
Oh, I didn't hear the Anna. I heard the very good, and then I didn't.
No, she was
understand.
offering to anybody.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know if Tavaren is taking on.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm still a bit full of the cupcakes. If I
You're not.
My diabetes is acting up.
You had the potion.
I don't rage. I use diabetes.
Oh, actually, the ring toss. I've actually found the stand. It is right here.
Yeah, there's a ring toss stand over here.
Right next to stare down the Cyclops.
And right next to the mystery mine. So
Yeah, right in front of the mystery mine.
that was where we wanted to go next.
Oh
You seem
fuck!
like
You can zoom in that far.
you see him sheepishly look like. Can I quickly play a game before we go to the mystery mine? Like a little game. I would like to try. It's a quick one.
We're
It's a
never
quick
gonna
one.
get to the mystery mines, but
I promise. I promise.
The other option is we go to the mystery mine and we do the game after we get out, but that's
Okay.
how you prefer it.
Okay, we will do first the mystery mine and then the stare down the
Yes, let's do that.
Yeah.
And then he looks again to Tavaren. If you win the stare down the Cyclops, I can answer you another question if you want. And he gives a little shove with a smile, like
Deal.
And you're like, well, mystery mine it is.
finally, the mines.
Okay.
Let's go, boys and girls.
I am going to need each and one of you to send me by either whisper or private message on Discord as you wish, but I need you all to send me
Like my favorite Dungeons and Dragons cartoon character.
no
Look, I'm gonna keep. If you don't tell me what it is, I'm gonna keep giving you
yes,
suggestions.
I actually do need what would be your character's worst fear? This is definitely haunting me back to those questions that we were doing at the last campaign.
Yep.
Oh, I have a dirty one for myself.
Okay,
Oh.
please send that to me.
I'll send it in private message on
Okay.
Discord.
And while you do that, I will be right back. Talk amongst yourselves.
Dang.
Put it in my notes.
I'm gonna do the same, so I can play that further out.
Yeah, exactly. This way, that might. I mean, eventually it will not be relevant anymore. But not for now. It will be for a while. I can just look up what my worst fear is.
Okay, do I have everybody's? Do I have everybody's?
Oof.
I'm gonna post it on notes Plum so that if I need to play something around it, that I have a reminder.
Yeah, I put it in my notes also.
Okay, in the notes. Right. Okay. Right. So. Let's see. Right. Okay. So, propelled by magic, as you come up to the mystery mine, I'm actually going to recenter this so that we have a better view for the camera. There we go. Perfect. Right. Where are you? There you go. Okay. So, propelled by magic, mine carts laden with fairgoers struggle into an opening carved like a dragon's mouth. The carts reappear moments later on the far side of the attraction, with the passengers expressing a mixture of bewilderment, fear, and excitement.
It's the Dungeons & Dragons ride.
Yeah! Let's rearrange it.
Happy.
Next to the entrance, a male dwarf dressed like a wizard, most likely in orange robes, a bald head, and sort of that sort of ring of hair around, including the. Said, "Unlock the mysteries of your mind in the mystery mine." He has bushy eyebrows, wears a pointy hat, and holds a strange clockwork contraption shaped like a giant eye. Yes?
Good. Wow.
This is actually a new thing that Plum, you have not known this. This is a new attraction from this cycle. So you have no idea what to expect inside. So, step right up, folks. Enter here. Just step onto one of the wagons and allow my all-seeing eye to delve into the mysteries that you have never dared confront.
So it's one person per minecart?
No, each minecart holds about 8 medium creatures, so you can just pile on all 4 of you into one.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. Let's...
I guess that's one punch. One more punch?
Yeah, that is one more punch, yes.
Oh, right.
Are we coming up to the end?
I'm at 6 with this one.
Okay.
What?
Might-
6? Wow.
6? Yeah, you took food. I'm at
Yes,
5.
but- Technically, who took a drink and didn't count it because
I did not take a
No,
drink.
no.
I participated in the thing.
Yeah.
I got 5, but I didn't do the dragonfly.
yeah.
And I didn't take
This
a
is-
drink.
This is my 4th, I think.
I'll have to review the tape on that one.
On what? Me having a drink?
No,
Right.
No,
Tavaren
no.
having only 4. That seems low for me. But
I mean, I have.
look, we can do that off stream.
Yeah.
Off screen.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
can do that. No worries.
Either way, when we get out to get more, you will come with us. So
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, like, my 3rd punch was the eating competition, and I don't think we did anything after that. Like, we did a long ass talk at the
No, true.
at the tent, but nothing happened. So this is my 4th punch.
Nothing happened. I'm hurt. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm a bit
Punch-wise.
Jesus.
You know what? Let's get into this.
yes, into the mines.
Into the mines.
Ooh, music.
Ooh, I like it.
As you the start is slow as you hear the click, 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 click of the gears moving you forward, just edging you through the mouth of this dragon illuminated from inside. You can there's that sort of artificial heat that it pushes you, that feels like a breath. And just below you, as you see the tracks fall forward into an inky abyss. And then the drop happens, and you are hurled through a series of caverns, and moving from one end to another, being shaken from part to part, slowing down just as you come up to a first large room. The first scene of the ride, in a sense. I would like all of you to make me... Well, there's going to be wisdom saving throws, but let me describe the first. You see a troop of Fae. All of them in clownish makeups, in uniforms of silver, white, and pink, pointing their fingers towards you, each in their way, and screaming out, "Abandoned! Abandoned! Traitor! You did this! You did this!" As the last final Fae, just above you, has a broken wings, a skeletal face. "You did this! You did this!" I need a wisdom saving throw from everybody, and Plum, you are at disadvantage.
I was proposing to do disadvantage.
Oh, believe me, they're there.
Oh boy. Come on, Thomas, give me
Wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom saving
Yes.
throw.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
wisdom.
Yeah, that is logical.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For what happens, that's like the dice tells the story.
Yeah. On a failed save, you find yourselves, both Plum and Ysdred, a scream sort of bubbling up from the inside of your chest as you yell in horror. Anna and Tavaren, you have a similar effect, but on the other spectrum, as you cannot help yourself in looking at these pantomime, and just snickering, and it turns into a mirthful laugh.
Okay, yeah.
Then we move forward. Again, the tunnel goes dark as you are again hurtled, this time pushed into your seat as you feel like you're going upside down. There's just a lift at the top where you feel in zero gravity and just pushed right back in. And this time, let's see. You see the images of two silhouettes. One male, one female, and it's just a series of still images, but the way that you go through them, it's like a flip book, right? So you can see one after the other, and you see this this figure of a man in front of the silhouette of a young girl, and you can see that the silhouette of the man starts to grow to disproportionate sizes. His head and his hair sort of moving out into sort of almost a bestial shape. I need all of you to make me a wisdom saving throw, and you know who you are if you're rolling at disadvantage.
Okay. So another.
That would be Tavaren.
Wait, why? What? Huh? Okay.
Oh, fuck's sake.
So the Ysdred,
Still
the
good.
scream goes forward. Anna, you can still laughing. Tavaren, you're good. As you recognize that fear of yours, but manage to shake it off. Plum, I think you are still very much still screaming from the previous bout.
Oh yeah, I'm not good. I'm not good at all.
Right. By the way, Anna, that's 2 for you, I think. Tavaren, that's 2 for you.
Yep.
And Ysdred, that's 2 gone, and Plum 2 gone, right? 0-0. Okay. Again, the shapes behind you. The shapes leave behind, and you are hurtled, this time through some sort of... the air becomes almost sulfurous as heat blasts you from one corner. As you turn, an acrid smell comes up. Let's see who's next. Right. Oh, interesting. I'll save that for last. Right. We move through a crowd. The moment where a single figure in white amongst shadows about them. But whenever anyone comes into this in the periphery of the light, their shadow turns white, and there's a greeting between the two shadows. But as you move forward, you realize that less and less of these black and shadowy figures move in, leaving the central figure alone. And soon enough, they are the only one there in the center, and slowly but surely turn and fade to gray and black and disappear. All of you, please make that saving throw. And Anna, you are at disadvantage.
Yep. That is at disadvantage. It just didn't show the other one, but I mean, rolled a 17 or 14. So.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. So Tavaren, again, the mirthful, the laughter takes again hold. Plum and Ysdred, the screaming stops, and is before you can either catch your own breath, you start up again. The laughter comes overtaking you. Anna as well. I mean, all of you passed this one as you leave behind the terror of solitude. The last, however, is, as you move in, is a multicolored fresco of scenes of battle, scenes of heroic actions, armies going through. But little by little, you can see that the bright colors that were at the beginning, this kaleidoscope, this of stained glass, turns slowly to gray as they lose their color and turn into black and white. And that as well, that black and white turns to slowly to gray and black as you see that the heroics are now just dull. The actions depicted gone. And then silence. Can I get a saving throw from everybody, please? And Ysdred, you are at disadvantage on this one. So that's a 10. No, sorry, that's a 13. Okay. As you come out, the other side of the mind, you find yourselves echoing this. You feel the influence of the ride leave you as the carnival becomes alive again in your senses. You're not exactly sure what you saw, but you do know that you've been profoundly revealed in a way. Any character who failed 3 or more of the rides? No?
2 for 2.
2 for 2 for Plum and Ysdred. Okay.
4 for 4.
Let's see. Right, so 4 for 4. Any character who succeeds on all the saving throws gains advantage on all charisma-based ability checks made at the carnival.
Oh, nice.
Hey!
Yo, that's amazing.
What was the target number, just to check?
12.
Oh, well, then I got 4 for 4.
You got 4 for 4? Yeah. Cool.
My last one was 12. So I was like, the 12 one I wasn't sure about, and then like...
No, the target is 12.
So, advantage to all...
Right. Advantage to all saving throws... all charisma-based ability checks at the carnival, and this effect lasts until the crowning of the Witchlight Monarch. So basically until the end of the night.
That's amazing. Jesus.
And fortunately, none of you failed 3 or more, so that's good. Right. We're coming up on time right now, so I would like to throw to my players. Are we good right here? Shall we save the hunting for next? For next.
I'm good to stop here, personally.
Okay.
I don't know about the others, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you want to stop here, no objections.
Okay. Well, let's do that then. You are definitely been shaken by what you've seen, either by the manner in which you've been terrified, Plum and Ysdred, or just maybe wondering about what those visions were for each and one of you. Now, we'll leave those questions for next time. As it's been a long day. It's a long evening for both our players and our characters. So, I would like to thank my players for this game for today. Again, this is a delight. I am truly discovering these new characters, and I love discovering them alongside with you. Yeah. It's easy to fall in love with these characters, and I think we're in a good way going there. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. For those watching us at home, we will bid you goodbye. But maybe stick around. Have a look at the amount of time left in the video, because behind the credits there might just be a little bit more of us. Not much, just a little bit of after credit talk. By the way, this would be most likely the last time I warn you, so have an eye. Okay, for that little bonus. Right. On that note, thank you once again to those playing, to those watching. See you next time for Lost
Bye.
Things, a Wilds Beyond the Witchlight adventure. Bye.
Yep.
So, how are we liking it so far?
Too good.
Very, very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep saying
unlocked
this.
the new skill.
The what?
Rage cupcake eating.
Yes.
I want proficiency in that,
You
because
want
that was just
proficiency in cupcake
pure,
eating?
yeah, but with rage, there was just pure improvisation. I was like, let's burn a rage just for the roll.
Yeah, what I really liked is the way each of you tried to sort of fluff, in a sense, your... I like Ysdred saying, you know what? I am not going to eat this cupcake as a cupcake. I'm going to eat it as a pancake. So I will be smushing each and shoving that into my mouth.
Yes, most efficient.
By the way, I mentioned that at one of the breaks. Did you catch the Easter egg during the cupcake?
No.
Okay. The name of the kid is Elensis.
Okay.
That is the Faerun equivalent of August.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Well,
I need to grab the calendar.
no, but the idea was this was supposed to be a reference to Augustus
Is there
Gloop.
something to do with freaking 8? Like there's 8 everywhere. Like there's 8 loops. There's 8 hours. Now you're mentioning August, which is the 8 months of the
I
year.
had not thought of Augustus. Augustus was supposed to be not the 8th month, but Augustus Gloop from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Okay,
But now
there's
that you
something
mentioned,
going on with the 8 and this map. There's something
Yeah.
with the 8.
there
I
might
mean,
do I met-
technically,
Well-
of course, October was the 8th month.
And I tried linking the thing, but it doesn't make sense. Like, I had, I kind of think that they are each pointing at each other because pointing at the map doesn't make sense. So it makes
yeah, all the things that were
Like-
happening on that map.
Sorry, Goblin, Almirage, Tree, Apple, Swan, Hippogriff, Axe, and Gnome again, and it goes in a
You sound like a crazy person.
yeah.
know what?
Basically, I did some work with that. I even tried to make some take the
Lines.
first letters, but it makes Getashag, which doesn't make any sense. So
I
Wow.
imagine Ysdred behind the whiteboard, like in that one meme, like coincidence 8? I don't think so.
I think not.
You know what? Like I said, there are some things in here that might be interesting on the map to. You know what? I would say Ysdred, write that down somewhere. Who knows? Maybe it'll come up.
It's
It
written.
is
It's
written.
written.
Oh, okay.
like in general, like
We do have a player's notes though.
Yes,
you want.
you do. That is fully.
yeah, I could. But yeah.
Um,
So from now, they are pointing at each other, but
mhm.
I don't know. Doesn't
Okay.
make sense.
No.
And technically, there's 7 of them.
Huh?
8 if you make a loop.
And if you look at the Pixie Kingdom, there are 8 cards at the same time also.
There's 8 everywhere on that map.
Yeah, I mean the carnival comes back every 8 year. So
And I
Yes,
even
that also.
found one of the stands who has 2 statues of the 2 circus masters.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, you've got Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, which are just above the lost property
Exactly.
part on the map. Yeah.
That's why I was like, oh.
yeah,
And
you've
the
got
freaking dragon on the teapot. also.
you've got a tent with a butterfly. You've got a tent with weird mask, jester figure on top. You've got some tents with weird statues on top.
Yeah.
Oh, do you guys want to see the inspiration that I had for Molly also? No, for Poppy, I mean.
For Puppy, yeah.
Wait.
Spill.
I'll do.
I don't know. I don't know. Oh wait, maybe I
There you
can.
go.
Has anyone thought about my Disney character yet?
I am still
what?
looking. I'm still looking for it. I guess during we saw each other at the cinema, I thought.
You said
thingy.
Snow White. I think
I said
that had
Snow White.
already been said, but
Oh yes. I don't know if we've oop. Look, you know what? That's probably for us. So anyways.
Sven from Frozen.
There's
no, not Frozen.
Okay,
Damn it!
that was so we've said what? It's not Snow White. It's not so it's not Elsa from from
What are
Frozen.
you talking
The
about?
Disney. So Tavaren is inspired by a Disney character.
Yeah.
And we were trying to
Oh.
guess which one.
Right.
Yes.
So
Right, we get
no,
we get
you get
we get
one guess.
guess,
You get one guess per session. So currently we have it's not Snow White and it is not the Snow Queen. So
Can we play a game of so who's it and try to is it a main character of a Disney movie?
no, it is
No.
it is a main character from a Disney movie.
Yes.
Yes, it is a.
Oh, okay.
Would you go to say that it is a Disney something? Tavaren?
I mean that's pushing.
Or that's
it a bit,
pushing it.
like,
Okay, so
that's-
main
yeah.
character, yes, main character in a Disney film.
Can we
Animation.
know the gender?
Is it Alice in Wonderland?
No. You get one try, and that was the try for today.
Yeah, no. I think everyone gets to try. It's
Okay,
fine.
fair
Of
enough.
course.
And it's not Alice in Wonderland.
Okay, so it's not.
Could
it's-
have been with the theme, you know.
Okay, Anna, do you have a guess?
Alice in Wonderland was a good one. I need to think a little more.
Okay. Well, let's
are we
save
on-
that guess for next time, right?
No, we get one each
come
time.
on,
I just
Yeah.
want to close down the video,
I-
guys.
I close the video, but we'll have our guesses.
Yeah.
One last thing. I actually was very happy to discover a little bit of each other's background a bit also.
Yep, that was great.
That was really great, and it was. I really enjoyed the little pushing of the competitiveness of Tavern. Also, like bring it on. That was really good, and yeah, I am eager to. Yeah, I've thrown a bit of stuff on the table.
So who else thinks like me that Plum is gonna be named Witchlight Monarch?
I'm thinking more Tavern, but
I admit, like
We'll see how things
Anna
go.
and Tavern are more.
Anna and
active.
Tavern got a plus. And Plum got a plus.
Yeah.
But that means that we've got a three-way tie. It's
Yeah.
not at the moment. It's not going to be Ysdred.
yeah.
Ysdred got a minus.
I
She
mean,
got it back.
I'm a spooky fae.
Yes.
Like, come on.
Oh yeah, and I will totally be getting on top of all of that. But right now, I was like, no, I'm going to try and find out more about this weird short person.
Is Tavern inspired by Robin Hood?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Okay,
Okay,
Wait,
that was
I,
my
I need
guess.
to I need to write these down so that
Yeah.
I can like
Plus,
Yeah.
because I think Snow White had already been said before, but I didn't write it down then. So
Yeah.
plus
Okay.
my heart for Anna. Like my main my first character when you know like the fear of Anna, you're like, oh my heart is broken. Oh, poor Anna. So yeah, each character's fear, everything. It was a real pleasure.
Yeah,
to
the
discover.
fear
Yeah.
that was. I love
Really
the fears that you
interesting.
sent. I
Yeah.
don't think that they had planned on metaphysical and emotional
Yeah.
fears, specifically here, as illusory forms of the character's worst fears launched themselves at the mind card. Oh, by the way, I just wanted to say, with regards to the carousel, so the first, the carousel names, the ones that you did not get, right? So
right
the first pair, the first two unicorns are named Fortune and Bold from the proverb "Fortune favors the bold." The second pair is Pride and Fall because pride goes before fall.
Yeah. For a fall. Yeah.
Third pair are Stone and Moss from the proverb "A rolling stone gathers no moss."
Okay. Yeah.
And the fourth is Stitch and Nine because a stitch in time saves 9.
that one I don't know.
Dang. Yeah.
When I saw last one, I decided, I'll go with the easy ones. Yeah.
I've heard of the Stitch in Time saves 9, but yeah, those are.
Especially
Don't
you.
even know what that means.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyways, that's them. On that note, as Plum has already left us, I'm going to say good night to you all, and thanks for sticking around. So,
Yep.
Bye.
bye. See you next time.
Bye.